So I was really excited to share with you guys a finished cinnamon roll that Chris had made, but I ate it. I had a coffee and a pastry. I couldn't help myself. Hey guys, what's up? I am here at home practicing social distancing for I don't even know how long it's been, but I know many of you are now working from home, which in and of itself can be quite challenging, but then you add in kids for some of you and it just, throws the whole game wide open. Is that a sports metaphor? I don't actually know. What is sports? I've been inside too long. I have been working from home now for like almost 10 years now. That's crazy. So I sort of filmed a day in my life and I wanted to share some strategies and things that work really well for me. But before we dive into that, I do want to share two things with you guys. Number one is that this video is sponsored by Briogeo and I'm so excited to share with you guys their new Don't Despair Repair Hair Strengthening Oil. It's fantastic. And two, I also wanted to share with you guys how I'm planning to work with brands in this new landscape. I feel incredibly blessed that I have the opportunity to work, to support my family, and I know not everyone has the opportunity to work right now, and so I'm going to be donating a portion of the income that I make off of any brand partnerships in this new landscape to just helping those that are struggling right now in my community. I kind of wanted to give you guys sort of a heads up on where I'm at, and thank you guys so much for supporting me and allowing me the opportunity to continue to do what I love. So now we're going to walk through some strategies. I'm going to take you guys behind the scenes of a day where I was actually filming yesterday's video. So let's start out the night before. And I cannot stress to you guys enough, if you take some time to prep and plan and just do a little bit the night before, your next day will every single time be more productive. Every single time. So the night before, do 3 things that are going to make you just more confident the next morning. Because if I'm more confident at the beginning of the day, I'm more motivated right off the bat to get a whole bunch of things done. And when you're working from home, you're kind of working at a disadvantage because, Netflix and the couch and bed, everything is right there. For me, number 1, clean kitchen. There's nothing like walking downstairs and just walking into a sea of dirty dishes. Over time, I've realized that stresses me out. So just taking some time the night before and clearing all of that clutter away makes a big difference for me. Number 2 is a little bit of pampering for myself. Just it could be a shower, which especially right now is few and far between. No, is that just me? There have been too many mornings where I wake up just feeling gross and I do nothing. I stay in my pajamas all day and then all of a sudden it's the end of the day and I'm like, I didn't do anything, especially the night before, because oftentimes the day gets away from me. I need to kind of just almost book it in for myself. Make an appointment for yourself, put it in there, don't delete it. So for my hair, I've been using the new Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Hair Strengthening Oil. It's available at Sephora.com. You can check out the links below. You've probably heard of Briogeo from their really popular Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Hair Mask. It's a really popular treatment that you can use once a week in your hair, and it just makes it feel really healthy and strong and super soft. This is an extension to that line. First of all, can we just look at the bottle? That's a rose in there. They put a rose in their hair oil. And also, I've been using this for a month and a half. Look how little amount you need to actually make a difference in your hair. And honestly, I've always avoided oils for my hair because I have very fine, very oily prone hair. And so to me, adding an oil to it, it just always made it greasier. It ruined any of the volume I got in my hair. And so I just never went for them. But this stuff is so lightweight and it gives you shine without any of the weight. So I'll use 1 to 2 drops on my hair. I use it wet or dry. It doesn't matter. And then just kind of put it in and it just soaks up into my hair. Oh, I wish you guys could smell this right now. Can you guys smell it? Can you smell it? Can I make it look like I'm in the bottle? No. So I have some footage from earlier this morning before I played around with crimping my hair. This is my hair. I've never done this before. You know how you see on all the Instagrams, they're like, ooh, look at my hair, it's so shiny. And I'm like, wow. And it doesn't have any silicones in it. And I don't know about you, but I hear this a lot and I didn't really know what it meant. So I actually asked if their product developer would sit down in a Zoom meeting with me because I wanted to know what it meant and I felt like I can't be the only one that wanted to know. So what she kind of explained to me is that silicones act sort of like a slick raincoat to your hair. So it gives you that nice glossy shine, but it doesn't allow any of the lipids, the proteins, any of those nutrients that are going to feed your hair actually get at it. So the strengthening oil has a blend of lipids in it that are going to not only mimic the shine of a silicone, but they're actually going to replace any of the lipids that you lose naturally in your hair through like aging, or if you chemically dye your hair, or like heat damage. And so doing treatments like this, doing the face masks, doing that little bit to make me feel better just gives me that confidence boost for the next morning.
I don't know how people do all those like really nice mask applications where everything's all even and stuff. That's not gonna be me today.
And number 3 is taking 10 minutes to just declutter something. Anything.
All right, come with me. Let's go clean up some makeup.
Okay, so this is my current situation here. And I know I won't be able to get all of this done, but like I at least like to get my desk cleared off. And also let's not forget about this skincare in a laundry basket. That is in a laundry basket, everyone. And it's been like that for like 3 weeks now. That's embarrassing. Okay, so right now, just saw myself in the viewfinder. You are all welcome. So I have a little bag right there of some new, it's drugstore stuff. Little spoiler. And then I also bought some things for another video that will be coming at you soon. Pretty excited. And then this is stuff that I am donating that I haven't touched, but either isn't my shade or I have duplicates of. Isn't this such a pretty box, by the way? This was like just something that a brand sent me years ago, and I've kept it for so long. It's like falling apart at the seams. I don't even care because it's such a pretty box.
As you guys know, I love organizing. It is a very big like de-stressor element to me, and doing it the night before is almost this way of just naturally calming myself down.
Okay, I feel pretty accomplished. I mean, it's not perfect, but you know, wasn't expecting it to be. Still haven't gotten to that laundry basket though. Remind me like this week. I will get to you.
I have learned over the years that clutter is extremely draining on me mentally, but just doing something for 10 minutes, it makes me feel more productive. It's really calming, and it also addresses a lot of the stress that I feel from clutter. And now it's the next morning. It's a beautiful day. We're excited to get started. And the first thing that I recommend is to try and wake up an hour before everyone else. Did this happen for me today?
I slept in.
No, it did not. I'm giving myself a little bit of slack though, because I do have a newborn. But pre-Connor, I found that waking up even 20 minutes before everyone else in my household did, I was in such a better mood because I had my coffee, I'd gotten breakfast, or even just brushed my teeth. Just something that I felt like was quiet time for me.
All right, so here is breakfast today. So we have some bran flakes and honey bunches of oats, vanilla yogurt, as well as blueberries and strawberries. So, yum. Okay, now got my coffee. Gonna go and get some makeup on for a filming day.
Next is getting ready like you are going to work. I know what you're thinking, Rachel. You wear sweatpants all day. What are you talking about? Yes, I do, but they're not the same ones that I wore to bed.
Quick change. I know it's still like sweater and sweatpants, but it's not what I slept in. That's all that matters when you're working from home. So now I have my coffee. I'm going to sit down, put on a little makeup, though I am really tempted. I have set aside some makeup that I was going through last night for testing out in a video, and I really want to try it.
Being good, okay? Got some Wet n Wild in here. Physicians Formula Maybelline. So maybe I'll make this my next video. Let me know if you guys want to see it.
Doing my makeup and just getting ready for the day has to be one of the biggest things that I have noticed in how productive I am working from home. Because I was starting to notice that on the days where I filmed, I was so much more productive than on the days when I didn't. So even on the days where I don't film, I'll like, you know, do a brow and maybe a little mascara, brush my hair. Look at this. I literally sprayed all over my mirror. Good job, Rachel.
The next tip that I have is all around reallocating your commute time. So whether you're commuting to work and it takes 5 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever it is, utilize that time in a different way now that you're home and you're not having to commute anywhere.
While I do my makeup, I'm going to be listening to some audiobooks that I bought. This one is How to Talk So Little Kids Will Listen. A lot of parenting books, a lot of business related or productivity kind of books. So the one that I just finished was Atomic Habits. so good.
So I have two strategies here that work really well for me. Number one is ticking something off the to-do list, or at least starting something that you're least looking forward to. Some task that you're just dreading having started. And even if you take 5 minutes at the beginning of the day or whatever your commute time is to do that, it's going to make it easier to get back into it later. Or you can finish it and just take that right off the list. Or you can do what I like to call a quick win. So something that is really quick and easy to do. It can be home related or work related, whatever it is, just something that's nagging you on the back of your brain. And you're just like, oh, I really want to get it done. You're itching to get to it. Just get it done, get it off the list, tick it off, and then continue on with your day. And then you have this snowball effect, right? Because you tick something off, took no time at all, and you just get into that mindset of just going through that list and And now that we are ready to work, we need to find a place to work.
Got the lights all set up, ready to go. You can see I've broken this guy again. But you know what? There's nothing that duct tape won't fix. Am I right? I got all my ingredients out. Let's make some cinnamon rolls.
And I think the most important thing that I've learned in this general area is to find a place to work that is not a place where you would sleep or where you would relax. Very specifically, the side of the bed that you sleep on and the side of the couch. Don't lie to me and tell me that you don't have a side of the couch that you relax on. We all do, right? That's not just me. I have a spot. I have a spot where I relax on the couch. This is my spot. Not always, but most of the time. I found when I was trying to be comfy and work from my bed, I then was finding it really hard to fall asleep because then I had retrained my brain to be in work mode in the same spot that I slept in. Even if it's switching over to the other side of the bed to work or going and moving to a different spot on the couch, just little things that give you an opportunity to get out of relaxation mode. Next up is setting work hours, because when you're working from home, especially if you have kids, you kind of have to juggle a little bit. Chris and I will just swap back and forth. So 2 hours here, 3 hours there, 5 hours there, whatever it is, just try and bucket your time and give yourself an opportunity that when you are working, you have those 3 hours that is yours and you are going to get something done. And then an extra tip that I have is set a 1 hour, even to start out with, a 1 hour timer on your phone, and then put your phone right in front of you. Because I know if you're like me, phone is a distraction. You have Instagram on here, TikTok. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with TikTok. Somebody needs to get me off of there. So I'll have the timer counting down on my phone. And then even when I just grab my phone and just want to start scrolling through Instagram, the timer kind of brings me back. And I'm like, okay, well, I only have 47 minutes left. I think I can do it. Okay, 38 minutes. Okay, what's 23? And I'm more likely to stick to the task at hand, get it done, and then just promise to take a break at the hour mark.
Okay, so I have a break in filming because some dough needs to rise. And normally I'd use this time to hang out with the kids and swap off with Chris, but they're actually playing with the grandparents virtually, which kind of combines two different points that I want to make. Number one is taking breaks. And this is something that I didn't really realize that I needed until I was done nursing Julia. I was so drained by the end of the day, and it was because I wasn't taking those 20-minute, half an hour breaks to nurse. So what really helps me to relax and decompress is doing little mindless things. So I'll put on a podcast, an audiobook, or just BA, which is Bon Appetit for those of you that don't watch my RachhLoves Live channel. I'm obsessed. And I'll sit and just fold laundry or put things away or just things that make me feel calmer. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about, I just need to turn off my lights here, is how to entertain kids when you're working from home, because that's really tough for a lot of people, and I get it. This has been really tough for us too, trying to find ways to do it, because for us, we have family over all the time, and I love it, and it's been really hard not seeing them. So one thing that we do, and I talk more about this on Instagram, so go follow me over there if you're interested. I put a whole highlight on my Insta stories. Just being creative with ways of doing video chat with the kids and grandparents and aunties and uncles, friends, things like that. And just doing fun games. So they'll do card games online with my dad, or they watched him play Beat Saber. My dad is so good at Beat Saber, it's ridiculous. His coordination, I don't know how he does it. And then my mother-in-law will read them stories. So she'll have the pictures up on the screen and she'll talk to them and chat with them, especially like that time right before dinner, you know what I'm talking about? They go a little crazy. So that's been really helpful, and just finding ways of incorporating family how we can has been really great. So now I'm gonna take one of my little breaks while I wait for the dough to fully complete itself. So I'm gonna go and fold that laundry that I put on this morning. Again, just the little things.
My next tip is to mimic your work environment. So if you work in a big open space office, which is constantly loud, lots of things going on, make sure you try and replicate that to the best of your abilities. Just even having like a show on in the background that you can't see, you just have it going on. It's just like Charlie Brown style, you know, the parents. Is it no? Okay. Because it's going to be a lot harder to work in complete silence if you're used to working in a lot of noise, or vice versa.
It has been one of those days that just got away from me. Sometimes you can do all the planning in the world and you still end up eating cinnamon rolls at midnight on a Tuesday. All I'm saying is don't be too hard on yourself. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're doing great. And we all have days that don't go according to plan. We just pick ourselves up and we try again tomorrow. And sometimes though, I did manage to get my brushes cleaned. And I mean, if that isn't a win, people. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Briogeo, for sponsoring today's video. You can go and check out their new hair strengthening oil at Sephora.com. I'll put all the links down below for you guys. And I hope you guys are having a good one. I love you all. Mwah.